Hello YouTubers, this is Cessnaace. Now yesterday the wife and kids and I went around to various stores and did some shopping, and I picked up a number of items, and then I was getting ready to record a video of it just now, and I heard the postman at the front door. Received a package from Hong Kong. Actually, I received two packages from Hong Kong. And I'm rather surprised by these because they have arrived much quicker than most things I order from China. I've noticed things that I order from China tend to take longer than what I order from Japan, and why that is, I don't know. It's just something I've noticed. Now, one of the stops we made, and one I would think I was just sure it was going to be a wash, was the Church Bazaar, but it turned out I picked up a number of items there I thought was cool. First of all, some VHS tapes. The best of Dark Shadows. Dark Shadows was a combination horror soap opera thing that ran weekdays from 1966 to 1971, about 1,200 and some odd episodes. And not many soap operas can claim that they have vampires and ghosts and wolfmen, but this can. Now this is a 30-minute thing. It's only, best of. It's clips. But I believe all the episodes have now been released on DVD. Harvey, starring James Stewart. Past, I've only seen this film on Turner Classic Movies, but now I own a copy of it. In this film, James Stewart plays a guy whose constant companion in the film is a 6-foot rabbit that only he can see. And the rabbit, Harvey, by the way, is mentioned in the film Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Okay, these were all 50 cents, by the way. Sling Blade. And I was pleasantly surprised at the good condition that most of them are in. Saw this one in the theater. Gremlins. This film has quite a pedigree to it. One of the executive producers was Steven Spielberg. Music by Jerry Goldsmith, who did the very memorable music of the original The Omen. Written by Chris Columbus, who directed the first two Harry Potter movies, and directed by Joe Dante. So a lot of names involved with this film. And if I remember correctly, there was a scene where you kill one of the gremlins by popping it in the microwave. Might be thinking of Gremlins 2, but I don't think so. Death by microwave oven. Okay. Now, one of the things I collect are novels based on television series, and I couldn't begin to count all the television series that I have novels based on them. But anyway, I've never seen any based on Get Smart. This is copyrighted 1969, by the way. Same company that published that published this. Ghastly Ghost Affair. And according to the back, there are 8 more adventures. Get Smart is one of them. I already showed that. Get Smart once again. Missed it by that much. The Spy Who Went Out to the Cold. Sorry, Chief. Max Smart and the Perilous Pellets. And Loving It. Max Smart Loses Control. Now, my wife showed me another one based on a book based on another sitcom, and she said, "You're not interested in this, are you?" I said, "Yes, I was." For one thing, I didn't know that there were novels based on this series, and for another, I remember watching this series a long time ago. Nanny and the Professor. This was published by somebody different than the Get Smart books. They were published by Tempo. These were published by Lancer Books. This has a copyright date of 1970. And traditionally I've heard this in contemporary society referred to as Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. However, I watched a version from 1931, I think it was, on Turner Classic Movies yesterday, and it reminded me of something. In that film, as well as many films from the 1930s that make reference to this, they pronounce it Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Also collect books based on movies or books that were turned into movies, such as this one, Peter Benchley's The Deep. He, of course, the author of Jaws. This was also, as I alluded to, made into a film. Really surprised this was only $1. Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. Moby Dick. This has a lot of illustrations. Speaking of which, I also collect this series, and I was kind of surprised given the number of volumes I have in this series that I didn't already have this one. Christmas Bedtime Stories. Okay, next stop was Target, or Target. I've had this film on VHS, but I had never got around to buying it on DVD, although I had been wanting to. I love this film. Shaun of the Dead. These DVDs were generally $5. Kung Fu Hustle. "25 Gangster Classics," over 24 hours of entertainment. Now, most of these are films, but there are 2 episodes of the TV series Dr. Fu Manchu, starring Glenn Gordon, and 4 episodes of Decoy, starring Beverly Garland, and I never had heard of that series before. Gangster Classics featuring Walter Matthau, Humphrey Bogart, Ernest Borgnine, and many more. I freaked when I saw this in the $5 bin. The first 10 episodes of the original Ultraman. You listen to this in Japanese, and if you do that, you can select the brand new English subtitles that were created for this release, or you can listen to the original American English language dub. Now, that's kind of interesting to listen to because many of the same actors that did work on the English track for this also worked on Speed Racer, the English language track of it. Anyway, I'll probably watch it in my preferred method of listening to it in Japanese with English subtitles. First 10 episodes. I tried to see if they had others in that series, but they didn't. Okay, next up we have Books A Million. A couple PSP games. No, I still don't have a PSP. But by the time I have one, I'm going to have a lot of software to play on it. Okay. This is a 2 DVD disc set. 60 of America's Greatest Unsolved Mysteries and Crimes. And they actually count them down. I'm not going to go through all of them, but did Lizzie Borden kill her parents? Probably. I have already formed my own opinion on most of those because I've seen countless documentaries already. And this is a 36 documentary collection. Railroad tracks across America. Runs 12 hours and 36 minutes total. My pile is already falling, but whatever. I was looking at the manga, and my wife brought me this. She had found it in the dollar section, and she was wondering, she said, "You're not going to want this, are you?" This is actually a novelization of this episode. A bonus story inside. Anyway, listed for $6.99, got it for $1. And when I went to check out, it rang up as $6.99. I said, whoa, it's marked $1. What he had done was scanned this barcode on the back instead of the barcode on the discount sticker. Gotta watch them people. Okay, manga. Didn't get a whole lot this time. Got Chiba Vampire 3. And Chiba Vampire 4. And The Gray Man 4. Okay. Also picked up a couple of magazines. The Phantom of the Movies, Videoscope. Everything jumps out at me. They cover a lot of science fiction and horror in this magazine. Anyway. Scream. Number 21. Okay, before I get to the packages, well, somehow I lost track because I've gotten to everything now. except for the packages. I think I should open the thin one first or the thick one first. I'll go with the thin one. Why not? And more bubble wrap. This is a movie. When I saw that, Yes, Asia, thank you, Super Dan 88, he pointed me in the direction of Yes, Asia some time ago. And they don't list the price, but I don't think it was much. I think it was $5 or $6, and I've been really looking for this movie on DVD. I have it on VHS, but that version is cropped, and it has just English dub for the language. That film, by the way, is Iron Angels, which is also known as Angels. This features in the cast Moon Lee, which is why I love this movie. She's right there above my finger. Interpol and Thai Army go on a joint mission to intercept the supply line of drugs in the Golden Triangle. The triads decide to revenge and sent spies into the army to help assassinate officers in Interpol. The USA had to hire the Angels to step in. Now the language tracks are Cantonese or Mandarin, and subtitles, traditional Chinese, simplified Chinese, and English. The final battle sequence between Moon Lee and, wish I could remember her name, Oshima Osakara. Her, brutal, absolutely brutal. I highly recommend this movie. So that will replace the crappy version I have from Video Search of Miami that I've practically worn out. And if this video turns out to be 3 hours long, sorry. Okay. Take from out of the bubble wrap, more bubble wrap. And no prices on these either. Oh well. Anyway, these are VCDs. This one is called Only the Way, and Runs 109 minutes. And this was about $5. I've been meaning to order from Yes Asia again for quite some time because I had a $12 credit with them. This one is called Volver, but I don't think it's Chinese. I think this film is actually Spanish. In the cast includes Penelope Cruz. Here. This company doesn't always give you a synopsis in English. Doesn't even give you one in Chinese. Just looks like a list of the cast and crew. Anyway, this is The Avenging Quartet. And Moonlee is in this one, and if I'm not mistaken, that's her right there. This is from a company called Widesight, and I have several from them already. Edco Films, I don't have any from them before. And Cam, I don't have any from them yet. I have a ton of my high laser releases. Stay. Now I've got several more packages coming, so keep watching and I'll keep uploading as they come in. Until next time, stay awesome.